Hi everyone, I am back from holiday. During the holiday I went up to London to do YALC for the Saturday, and next year I've already planned to do Friday and Saturday, possibly with friends, don't know yet. And I thought I'd just share with you the books that I picked up while I was there. Now, as regular viewers will know, I do like buying books. So you can imagine going to something like YALC where I got told that the books were like bargain buys and there was so much choice and they did offers. It'd be kind of fatal, but I was good. I went with a pre-planned shopping list of what I was looking for, specific buys, and then things that were on a good offer. I went with a budget and I stuck to that budget, which is really impressive actually. And I also paid in cash, because that way I couldn't just then keep putting things on the card. So I managed to be very good and stick to what I wanted to spend, including food and drink, and including my extra train ticket that I needed. So I did rather well, I think. And I don't splurge like this very often. So I got 30 books in total. One of these I will not be showing you because it's for a friend who I know likes to watch my videos. So she'll have to wait and see. I'm not quite sure where to start actually. I'll start with the bargain ones. There you go. That is a collection of Sarah J Maas books that I did not have. So I now have both her series up to date and complete, which is quite good. But yes, these were 3 paperbacks for a tenner. So effectively it was £5 for a paperback, but you got the third book for free. That's how they did it. And because I kept going, I went twice to this store. It's Bloomsbury, isn't it? It's Bloomsbury, yep. So because I went back to Bloomsbury twice, I got what I wanted plus some extra books, which is really good. So obviously the first 2 from the Court of Thorn and Roses series. I have read all of these, by the way. And then the Throne of Glass series. These are the books that I don't have, but like I say, I have read all of these books. So these will be able to go straight onto my shelf, which is great. I won't have a pass out on the floor. I managed to pick up a couple of ARCs. I've got Misfits, which is the start of the Royal Academy Rebels series. It's the same author who wrote the Fairy Tale Reform School book that I read and really enjoyed. So it's like a spin-off. And the Stone Girl Story, which I know absolutely nothing about. I can't remember which store these came from, but I got these 2 because I brought 2 other books from their stack and these were free. I got this duology, Brink of Darkness and The Edge of Everything, because just gorgeous covers. They're from Bloomsbury, which obviously they were part of my bargains. These 2 beauties came from the same stall. Had Find Love in a Bookshop and The Boy with the Porcelain Blade. This one sold me with a historical element. This one sold it to me because of the bookshop element. So there we go. Then there's this beauty, The Star Host. This came from a independent publisher who specialises in Pride books. So I've picked this up to try it and support them, to say yes, I like what you're doing and I think we should be supporting you. Dark Queen, I actually got this signed because the author was stood there, which was really nice, but this really appealed to my sense of gothic horror. Waking Land, I've heard obviously loads about this, and this was only a £5. So picked up 3 books from Of Tomes Publications. So The Cloaked in Shadow, signed by the author because Ben was there. Mist and Whispers, because he raved about this a couple of years ago when I first started booktubing. And Catching Stars, because A, artwork fantastic, and the artist who created this cover, she was actually there as well, promoting some of her prints in that, and she does some amazing work. I wish I'd had room for a print because it would have been gorgeous on the wall. But this is a nice sci-fi looking one. To Kill a Kingdom, because obviously people have been on about this one at the moment. Sea Witch retelling. I'm up for that. Ink, Iron and Glass, because that sounded beautiful and the hardback was reduced. Got this trilogy, the Rebel in the Sands trilogy by, is it Alwyn? Alison Hamilton. These are all actually signed as well. She was really kind and wandering about, and it's basically if you stopped her and said, would you sign my books, she signed her books, which was lovely. So I've picked up the whole series. I have read the first one and I really enjoyed it, so I'll be reading the rest of them. Record of a Spaceborne Few. Obviously the main reason I went to YALC was to see Becky Chambers. I got this signed, got to chat to her, and got to see the panel, which was great. But this is in hardback, which means it's not going to fit on my shelves. My Lady's Choosing. This was from Quirk Books, and it was just... she had me when she mentioned Outlander, but it's basically a choose-your-own-adventure historical romance series. I have done one of the stories in here. Obviously, I went for the Outlander-inspired story in here. And it's so much fun. It's so tongue-in-cheek. There's a lot of knowing nods and winks and that to the reader. Very enjoyable. Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. That was on offer. And finally, Blood of a Thousand Stars, which is a sequel to a Fairy Loot book from last year, but I can't actually remember the title at all at the moment. So I picked that up as well because I wanted that. I think that's all the books I actually got at YALC. Word of advice, if you've never been before, take a suitcase or something with you that you can drag behind you to put your books in. I actually swiped my mum-in-law's shopping trolley. I was going to take a suitcase, but then I realised for practicality's sake it wasn't quite the right way round. I'd have to keep lying it down and stacking my books properly. So I took her shopping trolley so I could just stack it up. I think I had 20 books in the trolley, and then everything else went on tote bags on my shoulder. So by the end of the day, I was really sore. So do take a suitcase if you want to go book shopping. So there we go. Most of the books were picked up because I've had my eye on them previously. Like I say, I went in with a shopping list, which I think really helped. A couple were spur of the moment buys because I've been chatting to the people behind the stalls. They were really, really nice and I wanted to support them. And there was plenty of stuff on the tables that I could have just gone, yeah, I'll have all of that, because there were so many wonderful books. But like I said, shopping list, budget, I behaved. Yeah, I know, 30 books, this is me behaving. So there's my book haul. Anything in there that you've read, please let me know which ones you think I should be starting with. Obviously the sequels that I want to read pretty quickly. But yeah, if there's anything in that stack that you think I should read straight away within like the next 2 months, please tell me. Highlight it down below in the comments, that'd be lovely. Did you go to YALC this year? Please leave a link to your blog or video. Let me know what books you picked up, that would be great. You can find links to my social media and book blog in the description box down below. Please come and say hi, subscribe, follow, like, you know, all the usual YouTube gaffle. I haven't done this for a few weeks, so I feel a little bit rusty doing it. As always, thank you very much for watching and happy reading. Bye.